Oh, what an adventure! Get lost with Google Maps.
Hey everybody, how is all going? Alright, first of all, if there's any wind noise, I'm sorry. Again, it's a very windy day. Whoa, very windy day. Alright, the camper trailer was upgrading the 240 volt side of the camper trailer and the 12 volt side of the camper trailer with lithium batteries worth it. My word, it was 100% worth the expense. Alright, 100%. And with the bigger inverter we can do more. Now I got asked this by a couple of subscribers who are also my friends on who happen to have my Skype. Are lithium batteries safe? Are you worried about them catching on fire? Fair question. And I had no idea, so I got in contact with the people from Solar King and said, are your batteries safe? Do I have to worry about them catching on fire? The guy at Solar King said they're a lot safer than lead acid batteries, Chris. He said if they detect an internal fault, the battery will shut down. If they detect an external fault, like a dead short in your wiring, the battery will shut down and try and connect every 5 seconds. So the BMS will say, is it safe to connect? No, it's not. Is it safe to connect? No, it's not. Every 5 seconds. A lead acid battery or a gel battery, which is still a lead acid battery by the way, or most other types of batteries, once you connect them, if you have a short before your fuse, that short will not stop until the battery is either dead flat or your vehicle is burnt down. So are lithium batteries safe? The ones I have are extremely safe. And another question people are going to ask me, do you have enough airspace in your fridges for the air supply? The answer to that is yes, I do. Thank you very much for your concern. I've got stacks and stacks and stacks of room. These fridges have been in here since we've had the trailer. They've already done some extremely long trips. They work extremely well in this trailer. There is more than sufficient air in the trailer to keep the fridges cool so they don't burn out. Alright, so these lithium batteries, because the power in them is 100% usable, so when these are rated at 100 amp hours, well these ones anyway, I can use that full 100 amp hours. And I've got 2 of them, so I can use a full 200 amp hours. With the AGMs, I wouldn't even think of running an induction cooker with those 2 100 amp hour AGMs I had. That would just flatten them too quick. The voltage sag would be huge. I just couldn't do it with AGMs. So yeah, I mean there's a few reasons why. The main reason is total fire bans. And now, I mean, apart from, we've still got the gas cooker, the gas bottle. We got rid of the spare gas bottle. We don't need it anymore. My wife is going to use the induction cooker as much as she can, she said. Unless, of course, I want a bit of crumpet in the morning or some toast. I love a nice crumpet in the morning. And on that, we'll need to use the grill underneath as a toaster to toast the crumpets or the toast, you know, if we're having that. Or if we've got a few days of really cloudy weather and the batteries start to suffer, then she can still use the gas cooker. So yes, the gas cooker is staying in the camper trailer, but we're cutting it back just to one 3.7 kilogram of gas. That's how much gas is in here, 3.7 kilogram. It's a 4.5 kilogram bottle, but it only holds 3.7 kilogram of gas. Okay. Now on our last trips, because you all know, I like to get right out in the bush and test the limits of the trailer, the car and everything else, while doing it safely, of course. And the trouble I had, another problem I had last time was often I'd be letting my tyres flat and then reinflating them, and I'd be doing that 2, maybe 3 times a day in that outback country, so I could easily travel across sand and stuff like that. Okay, the 12-volt compressor, it takes forever to reinflate all my 6 tyres back up to their normal operating pressure. It took forever, and it'd take at least almost an hour by the time you got it out, set it up, started pumping the tyres. So what I've done this trip, since I've upgraded the batteries and the inverter from a 1 kilowatt to a 2 kilowatt, a true 2 kilowatt inverter, 4,000 watt surge, we went and bought a Lincoln small air compressor. There it is down there. Alright, it fits in there where the spare gas bottle used to be. It's got a 6 litre tank. We've already tested it. There's the hose. The hose is long enough to reach all the way around my vehicle and do all 6 tyres. The trailer runs it, no worries at all, only draws 100 amps. And it just loves the constant power we're getting. It just absolutely works brilliantly. I've still got the 12-volt one in the car, so if I split the car off and go somewhere and I need to let my tyres down and then reinflate them, I can still do that. But most of the times we were towing the trailer, and yeah, it's just too, the 12-volt one was just too slow, and people could say, yeah, but you can just get a bigger 12-volt one. Well, those of you that seen how large that 12-volt one, it was a huge 2-piston air compressor. It still took forever to pump the tyres up. It took a long time. It took a long time. So this will take, I don't even have to lift it out. I just, because the intake's on this side where the gloves are, down there. I just pull the cable out, plug it in, pull my hose out, plug it in, and I'm ready to go. It really is as easy as that. And because it's got a 6 litre tank, it does a real nice, quick job. Okay? So that was another reason for that. For the upgrade as well. And some of you say, yeah, but there are different ways you can go about it. You know, you can put gear driven air compressors on and all this sort of stuff on your vehicle. You can, if you got a lot of money, you can do that. I wanted to spend the money doing the electrics in the trailer because that's what we need. This is Ziggy's kitchen after all. And these things here, couple of $100. These small Lincoln air compressors, couple of $100, and it does 220 litres a minute. It's written just down there. Okay, 220 litres a minute. That's awesome, totally awesome. All right, so that's the upgrades. That's why we did it. The batteries are full right now. We are going to fully restock this trailer on Friday. We're going to put a lot more in it than we usually have in it. A lot more food and that, and we're just going to make sure it's ready to go, fill all the waters up, and make sure it's ready to go when we want to go. My oldest boy's coming home, well, my only boy, my son, he's coming home from England next month for a week, and then he's going back to England and back again in another 2 months for another week. So, you know, we got to be here for that, but we can go away in between those. My daughter's giving birth when he comes over, or round about sometime then. We got to be here for that, but otherwise, you know, there's nothing of value left in the house anymore. We've already given the kids their inheritance, all the jewellery, everything else is gone. There's nothing in there, and what is in there is insured. So, and we've got neighbours that keep an eye on the place, and alarm system and cameras and everything else. So, you know, we're not worried about the house at all. We'll just bugger off and enjoy life while we still can. While I can still remember it, for God's sake. Adventure before dementia, that's what I reckon. Alright, so that's the updates. The upgrades, that's why I made the upgrades. It all looks really nice in there. There's no wire rubbing. Let's have a look, because I haven't given you a look in there. Okay. There's a lot in a very small space down there. It doesn't take up much of the trailer. I've used that, what I consider dead space anyway, is this angle. This angle of the trailer here. I've used that to the fullest extent that I can on that side. All the 240 volt wiring is triple insulated. What do I mean by triple insulated? Well, the wire itself is double insulated, and then I've run it, well, I didn't, but my electrician Russ run it in this corrugated tubing. So that triple insulated the electrical wiring. Yes, the inverter is grounded. Somebody asked me, do you ground the inverter? Well, yes, I did ground the inverter. Well, I didn't, but Russ did. He grounded the inverter and wired it all up nice. And that's it. That's all the questions I was asked about the batteries and the grounding and all that sort of stuff. I mean, feel free to ask questions, you know, I may or may not answer them. Depends if I remember them or not, or if they're appropriate or not. Okay, that's it. That's it. I love this idea. This little 240 volt air compressor. I totally love that. Keep safe. Enjoy life.